It is back to school time and Erin Condren has a ton of new goodies. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Julie. So today we're going to be talking about Erin Condren's latest launch of back to school items. They were kind enough to send these items over for me to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so these items are already available on the Erin Condren website, so I am not going to bore you with every minute detail along with pricing. Like I said, it is already on the website. So one of the new things is this fun academic planner. It comes in this really gorgeous rainbow cover. I already have this on one of my planners and I love it so much. It is one of my absolute favorites. The thing that I love about the academic planner, and I'm just going to kind of like talk as I flip through this, and this is in the color blends theme, is that really you don't have to be in school to use this planner. So it's got like your heritage and awareness dates, your class schedule, notes page. It's got a monthly view just like your typical Erin Condren life planner, and then you've got your projects and exams, and then here is what the weekly layout looks like. Now correct me if I'm wrong, you guys might know more than I do, but these used to only be in an undated option. At least that's what I remember from long ago. So now it's kind of nice to see that they're dated, or maybe they always came dated. I might be thinking of a different planner, but when I was looking at this, I was like, this is really, really cool. I am gifting this to my daughter who's currently back in college, so she's really gonna love this. But really the layout's a horizontal layout with, you know, some lines over on the left, like a wider lined area over here, and then a to-do list on the right. Personally, I think the to-do list is a little bit crammed, but it's really nice. So you've got obviously the weekly view for all the weeks, your month view. Now you don't get a dashboard page. That's one thing that I did notice, but you do get this sort of different dashboard page. So you do have your goals and events, notes, projects, and exams, and you'll get that with each month. So it's got its own version of a dashboard page, not like what you would see in the life planner. So let's go all the way to the back. And I don't see a notes page tab. Actually ends at August. And there are just a couple of notes pages, but there isn't like necessarily a notes page tab on this book. Honestly, if you're a student, you're probably using a totally separate notebook anyway for everything. And you do get a sheet of stickers. Like, look at the color. It's just so pretty. And they're already labeled for you, but of course, you know, you can go on the website and get the blank ones as well. And then of course you have the back cover there. So what is new are these snap-in tracker dashboard situations. I think that these are really fun. I really like the bright colors of them. So this one's a school tracker. Again, these snap into the coil just like a cover. You can kind of see my camera there. This one has gold foiling, and this one has like the holographic silver on it. So on this side, and again, I'm gifting this to my daughter, which is why I'm not tearing them apart and opening them. But you've got your school tracker with top priorities, assignments, and your class schedule. And then you've got kind of like a week at a glance here. So this is kind of nice. You could also just kind of put this up on a board if you needed to. You've got some long-term assignments, upcoming quizzes, and next week. And then this one is a projects and exams tracker dashboard. Really cute. I kind of like the holographic color a little bit better. So you've got two sides where you can write out all of your projects and exams on here. Okay, next up we have a 3-subject notebook, which is honestly going to be perfect as a companion to the academic planner. So this has the Progress Not Perfection cover. I love this. It's so pretty. What I do kind of think is cool is that these are not labeled for you. You could easily take a label maker and label the tabs however you want. They've just got a couple of decorative elements on each of the tab pages and just like a ton of notes pages. And I can kind of appreciate that there's like an asterisk here, but it's not like colorful or anything like that. What I do like is this sort of dashboard page. So it's similar to what you get in the regular life planner, except it's completely blank and there's no decor on it like whatsoever. So you can kind of do whatever you want with it. So there you go. You've got 3 subjects there. I would probably need a few of these if I was in class, but I think that this is really neat. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be for back to school. As you know, I'm a stationery lover, so back to school is just a favorite time of the year because there's all kinds of new and fun things coming out. So I really, really like this, and will probably be using this myself for some projects that I am working on. Okay, next up is this really, really cute reading log. Honestly, every time I see something that has the plastic coil on it, it just brings back memories of hearing how the Erin Condren life planners way back in the day used to have plastic coils on them. Like, I cannot even imagine. But for the kids items, I think that it makes a lot of sense. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to keep this for myself, even if it is marketed for kids. Again, this one came with that same rainbow cover. It is a repositionable cover, so just because it's on the plastic coil doesn't mean that you can't use the repositionable covers with it. The plastic is nice and thick, so you're going to be able to get your covers on and off without any major issues. I would definitely make sure that you're on a flat level surface, just because these are a little bit more flexible than the metal. Okay, so it starts off with the kids reading log, and I'm just going to bring you guys in a little bit closer so that you can see the pages a little bit better. And this is in an A5 size. So you have an About Me area, which is nice and colorful, your top 5 favorite books, some of your favorite characters, favorite genres, favorite authors, favorite places to read, your reading goals, love that, and you've got a few pages of that, and then you're going to get into the reading log. So you're going to have your date, your book title, the author, and the minutes that you read, and of course there's just tons and tons and tons of pages of that. So now you get to this book review area, and it's going to give you these 2 pages for each of the books. So you're going to have the book rating. I just love this so much. It's so freaking cute. When you started, when you finished, the title, the author, the genre, the page count, reading level. I read this book for reading, a reading challenge, school, or just for fun, what it was about, your favorite part of the book, and I love this part that just got like thoughts and quotes for the book, and that's kind of like the meat of this reading log, is just tons and tons of pages where you can sit here and rate all of your books and talk about the things that you loved about them. So that's that whole area right there. Then you're going to get to the back, and there's this book lists section, and you've got your favorite books ever, and you're going to be able to do the book title and the author. And after you have a few pages of your favorite books ever, you're going to get to your books I want to read area. So it's after about 10 pages of that, you get books you want to read, and then you have an extra column here where you get to check off that you actually read the book. And that goes all the way to the end, and I love this at the back where it says a new world awaits in a book. And of course you have the back cover. I just think that this is so cute. This is quite possibly one of my favorite items from this launch so far. All right, let's get into some accessories that are launching. So they have a new accordion zipper pouch. Mine is in this beautiful colorway. You might have seen some other ones that was more of like a fuchsia, orange, and yellow tone. I really like this one. It reminds me of mermaids. I think that these are super great for traveling. That's when I mainly use them for. I will like sort either all of my electronics or all of my toiletries in here because it makes it pretty easy to keep things super compartmentalized. But this is not a new product to Erin Condren, but more of like a new colorway. So I really like this option, but not gonna lie, I'm probably going to purchase the other one as well. Next up, you have a couple of notepads. So this sticky notepad was actually in the latest seasonal surprise box, which of course they did state would be available in the future. So here it is. And then you have the projects and exams sticky note, which of course complements the academic planner perfectly. I think that this is really cute. And one thing that I love, obviously this one may not be from Post-it, but it's kind of neat to see that Erin Condren is partnering with Post-it. I know that the brand has gotten like a lot of flack in the past for their adhesive items maybe not being so adhesive, but you know that if it's got the Post-it adhesive on it, it's really gonna stick. We have got a new functional planner sticker book, which this is also probably one of my top 5 items. It's got a lot of stickers in it. I think I shared in my stories that I felt like it was neutral-ish. People were like, oh my God, it's not neutral. I'm like, I know. That's why I said neutral-ish. It's very pastel and the colors are muted. No, it is not 100% neutral, but it does go with Erin Condren's neutral version of a planner this year, i.e. the In Blooms and the Harmony Neutral. So I think that it's really beautiful. I love this sticker book. I was like, oh my God, I need to hurry up and film this freaking video so I can start using these stickers. So one thing I noticed though is like my book is immediately falling apart. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I mean, I don't really care. But I mean, there goes one page already. Again, it's, you know, not the end of the world, but still, if you're paying like 14, 15 bucks for a sticker book. I do love these transparent dots. I mean, I love dots. I use them all the time in my planner. And then you've got, of course, some more sheets of matte stickers. Again, I love this sticker book. Super, super functional, just as the title says. I really do hope that they come out with more books that are literally this exact format, except in different colorways. Just, you know, maybe work on the adhesive in the book because mine is immediately falling apart. All right, next up we have a gold bookmark ruler, which I think would partner really well with the reading log. Again, I haven't taken it out of the package, and as soon as I saw these really like thick plastic zip ties on here, I was like, I might have to open this off camera, but this is really, really pretty. I love that it is gold. It's got the little asterisk cut out at the top here. Really, really nice. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to give this as a gift or include it as a giveaway. Heads up, I would keep a close eye on my Instagram account next week because I've got some major giveaways coming up over there. Next up, I thought that this was really interesting, and maybe it was a logistical reason, but I'm not really sure why this wasn't available at launch time. But these are the new reusable and repositionable set of 4 A5 ring agenda dividers. I think that this is really neat. This is my first time taking them out of the package. Interesting. So they're like a coated cardboard. I thought that they would be plastic, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that they would be a thicker plastic material, which I think would make them last a little bit longer. I do like that they're blank, and obviously they will match the theme for the new ring planners. I'm probably going to gift these to a friend that uses the A5 rings because I currently don't use A5 rings, and I don't want to jump into them just because there's new accessories. So it does come with some labels, which is also really cool. I'd probably just label them myself with a label maker, but I hope that they reconsider making these plastic because again, if you're in and out of your planner a lot, like a coated cardboard material is not going to last all year. Now, if you're like, I can make it last all year with some duct tape, yes, you can. I would probably recommend duct taping these and then repunching through the duct tape so that there's more reinforcement there. I just have my doubts about cardboard. That's all. All right, next up is, without a doubt, my favorite accessory out of all the accessories, and it is this calculator. I know that seems ridiculous. You're like, Julie, there's a calculator on your phone. I don't care. I don't use the calculator on my phone. It's usually when I'm using a calculator, it is at work or it's when I'm doing our monthly budget, and I don't want to pick up my phone because I don't want that time to be interrupted by any other notifications on my phone. I love this. It's got the big buttons, the sort of large retro font. It's easy to see the numbers on here because they're kind of large for people who might have more seasoned eyeballs like myself. And other than that, it's cute because it's pink. Like really, that is it. I did take things out of packaging. It does come in this sort of clear plastic packaging with the pink labeling on there, but those things like don't really matter. It's the calculator itself that matters. But so far I've really been liking it. It's got some like little rubber feet on the bottom to keep it still, but it doesn't have rubber feet up here, so it's like you're working on it and it won't slide at the bottom, but it'll slide at the top. It's just the little things. Other than that, I think it's a cool little thing to have at your desk. And a really nice office gift for someone who maybe just started a new job. Just putting that out there. All right, so next up, let's talk about all of the pens that were recently launched with the Back to School collection. So the Rainbow Gel Pen Duo actually came out with a seasonal surprise box. These are great. I'm going to gift these, but I think that they're super fun to write with. They kind of write like holographic types of ink and things like that. So I'm sorry that I'm not opening everything. It's just that I'm not necessarily going to keep things and I want them to stay in their original containers. So let's start off with these highlighters. Let's get everything out of the way here. I actually really like these. I think that the bodies of them is really cool. Again, it's got this sort of like retro vibe like the calculator has, and I just think that they're really neat. Are they like, oh my god, the best highlighters on earth, on the planet? Probably not. They're cute. They will look cute on your desk, and that's what really matters at the end of the day, right? I'm totally kidding. Okay, so let's do some swatch tests. This is the lavender color. I really like it. It says that they're pastel, but I think they're a little bit brighter than pastel. Next up, we have the mauve, and a lot of you on my Instagram DMs were like, that's not mauve. I'm aware that it's not mauve. That's just what they called it. I'm just the messenger. Sage, which is more like a mint and not a sage. And then orange sherbet. That's really pretty. I like the orange sherbet. Again, I like these. I think that they're pretty. I would check them out. And again, they would make a really great gift for someone who's maybe going back to school, and they're cute. All right, next up are these colorful fine liners. Whoa, let me back out a little bit because a little bit too close. I really like these for a couple of reasons. One, they write really well, and two, the stand that they come with, I actually need to take off extra plastic piece there, but it does come with like a built-in stand situation so that, you know, when you're writing, it's kind of up on like its own little easel type of thing. There we go. So that they're kind of up off the bottom, if that makes sense. I'm probably not demonstrating this very well, but they do have a lot of really great colors. I mean, my preference, of course, is always going to be the black. I think this might be the black one. I think that they're just really pretty. They have a porous tip. I'm kind of loving the body of this pen. So it's white with like the metallic mid-century circle situation happening here. And this is how it writes. Nope, this is not black. This is like the navy or one of those colors. It does have it on the bottom here. I think it's the navy. Let's see if we can find the black. But I think that they're just really fun. Let's see, fine liner. That is definitely the black. I think that they write really well. One of the things I will say is it would be great if you could just get black. Like a pack of 5 of these that are black. I think that they're awesome. Now, the only downside is that there's no like clip to clip it into your notebook or anything like that. So you're gonna have to find a way, if you're only taking one of these with you, to carry it, or you're gonna have to like take this whole container of these with you. Again, I think this is a great gift to include with the academic planner. I like the case that it comes in. I'm probably gonna keep them in this case so they don't like end up just everywhere and I end up losing some of them, but I really do like these, and I would say yes, get these, or yes, gift them if you can. All right, let's talk about these. So these are their new magnetic ballpoint pens. You can see they're kind of hanging out with each other here. They are indeed magnetic. The caps are magnetic to the pens themselves. They're also magnetic on the back end here, so while you're writing, you don't have to worry. Look, the cap is not going anywhere. Now, here's where I thought things got interesting. I started seeing online where people were like, oh my God, this ballpoint writes like gel. And I'm like, I either got some really messed up pens or some of y'all have some really jacked up gel pens, because these do not write like gel. They are ballpoint. It's like saying milk and water are the same. It's no. Anyway, these are ballpoint. They write like ballpoint. They're gloppy. They're not very consistent. If you look closely on mine, they're just not the greatest. It's like thicker on one part, and they're just goopy like your typical ballpoint pen. Like gel would never. Gel would just never. So I don't know, and I don't know the cost of gel, right? I don't really know why we keep getting ballpoint pens when literally nobody, like 99.97.6% of the world does not like ballpoint. They like gel. So I don't know what the difference in cost would be to the consumer if they just put gel in these pens. I don't know, but I guarantee you there'd be a hell of a lot more people reaching for these pens if they were actually gel and not ballpoint. I just feel like it's a waste of time and resources to keep sending us pens with with ballpoint, and then, you know, then they'll say in a few months, well, here's some refillable cartridges. You shouldn't have to refill it. Just sell them with gel. All right, so next up, let's talk about these brush tip color changing pens from Erin Condren. I just love these. There's something so nostalgic about them. As a kid, we had color changing pens. They're just fun. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna use these in my planner. Like, I'll figure it out somehow, right? But if you're just in the mood to doodle and like draw and have some fun, this is what's gonna work for you. And they have that really cool like white body with these silver mid-century circles on there. Y'all know like EC is just they're not gonna let go of the mid-century circles. They're never gonna let it go. Anyway, so on the cap of these markers, the cap is the color that the brush tip writes, and then this little plastic piece right here, when you write on the other side, I will demonstrate here shortly for you, that's the color that it will change to. So let me get you guys in a little bit closer so that you can see exactly what I am talking about. All right, so let's start with this one. I'm telling you guys, it is just so much fun to write with these. I mean, I don't know, there's just something really fun about them. Oh my God. That one's a little bit messy. Let me try. It really helps if you don't overlap, if that makes sense. So that's where, let's make sure we have no overlap. So much better. Okay. Then, look at that. That is so neat. Okay, let's try some of the other colors. I think this was another one that I also really, really liked. Again, if you're gonna do these thicker lines, make sure you don't overlap because it kind of messes with the other tip. Over there, this one changes to green. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And then let's try the yellow to, did I do this one? No, I haven't. That's a pleasant sound. Okay. Oh my goodness. These are just, I don't know, again, you could literally like have like a little de-stress moment and have some fun with these. Let's do the purple next. This kind of reminds me of some Go Wild type of stuff. Oh, I didn't get right in like the middle there. Let's see if this will work for me. Of course, I'm just gonna have to do some Go Wild fun on here. Look at how cool that is. Oh, these are fun. Again, like you might want to gift these to someone in your family. Not totally sure, but I think that these are just super fun. I think this is the one that really had like that really cool like pop of color. And I'm just gonna do kind of like dots. I think I saw on like I Am Saray Bailey's Instagram, she made like washi, and you could definitely do that with this, like so. And let's try the orange next. I think this is the last one. I might have skipped one. It might be this green color. But, oh my God, I could do this all day. Sound like Captain America. Love these. And again, a kid might like these, but I'm a kid at heart, so. Oh no, I did get them all. I just can't resist playing with the markers. These are so much fun. Okay. Anyway, that's that for the color changing markers. I think that these are really fun. I would recommend trying these. Okay, last but certainly not least, one of the new products has sort of been the background for this entire video, and it is the repositionable weekly whiteboard with notepad. This has kind of been talked about quite a bit. It does come in 2 colorways, and it's pretty hefty, I would say, in size. So I think I tried this downstairs in my fridge. I have like the French door openings, and this is a little bit too wide because of the handles on my fridge. So I'm going to have to find another place for it to go. But what was marketed with this was the new fine tip wet erase markers in the 3-pack, and they are in white, which is really, really unique. Normally you see wet erase markers in all the other colors except for white. So I'm gonna have to kind of like zoom you in here, but I did write on this board, this one being the lighter of them. It's a little bit harder to see on camera, but you can see I put like the meal plan at the bottom and then some of the daily tasks that we do at the top. It's easier to see maybe on these darker colors, or at least I'm trying to. I think that this is a genius idea. I really like the white wet erase markers, mainly because you can also use them on other things. So when a product is launched, it's always like, well, I can only use these on a whiteboard, or I can only do this, that, and the other. But if you take, like, say this Post-it note sticky pack from Cloth and Paper, you can take the wet erase marker and write on it in white. I'm kind of going over it twice, but you could possibly go over it another time. Another way that you can use it is on their transparent sticky notes. And I tried this over the weekend and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, because I haven't yet found a white marker that I can write on these with. I kind of have to put this with my hand behind it, but it is there, I promise. It's just really hard to film white ink. There you go. You can kind of see it there, but I think that these are really neat. I would definitely recommend these. I like the board. I'm gonna have to find a place to put it, probably in my office or somewhere on a wall in my kitchen, but I do think that this is a really cool concept. I do like the other colorway slightly better, but because of the decor in my house, I like how this is a little bit more muted. But 10 out of 10 would recommend at least getting the wet erase markers in white, just because you don't just have to use them on a wet erase board. All right, guys, that is everything for this sort of overview video of the new items from the Back to School collection from Erin Condren. I would love to know what you think down in the comments. Please be sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.